Zero, accept nominations for the office of president.
I'd like to nominate Andy Goulet, as president of the Allemande Board of Education.
Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? Motion, I have a motion. Hmm? No, there's a motion because there are no other nominations.
Right.
Oh, I'll make the motion that nominations for president, for the office of president are closed and a unanimous ballot be cast for Andrew Goulet.
Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes, thank you. Vice President? I'll nominate Tim Idzikowski for the office of Vice President. Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? Make a motion that the nominations for the office of Vice President be closed and unanimous ballot cast for Tim Idzikowski. Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes. Congratulations. Thank you. Secretary. I'll nominate Sharon Stiltner. Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? I'll make a motion that the nominations for the office of secretary close, unanimous ballot be cast for Sharon Stiltner. And moved and supported. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody.
You always do. Treasurer.
I nominate Mike Baranowski for the office of treasurer.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? I'll make a motion that the nominations for the office of treasurer close the unanimous ballot cast for Mike Baranowski. Been moved and supported. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Congratulations. Consent agenda. All right, I'll make a motion that the board approve all the consent agenda items A through I described below. Support. Been moved and supported. Any discussion?
I have one.
Okay.
Number H, approval of board member conferences. Just an update, MASB Midwinter Conference is no longer one, and the MASB Summer Academy of Boardmanship is no longer. They have, just included more, CD classes and what have you. So we no longer.
Okay. Are there any other discussion?
I'll bring up for discussion of G. That relates to the retainer fee for Plant Moran. I know that Plant Moran has been our auditors for a long, long time, and they are probably the best auditing firm for school districts in the state of Michigan. But from a pure cost perspective, I question whether or not their savings there are worth it for the district to consider.
Okay.
Is there something else you recommend?
There are several auditing firms that perform school audits, and I don't have a specific recommendation. I knew other districts that, and which one I talked to the treasurer, and they use a smaller firm, significant amount of savings compared to Plant Moran. Again, Plant Moran is an excellent firm. I'm not saying anything bad about Plant Moran. It's just purely from a financial standpoint.
What's that audit cost?
You know, offhand. Give me seek, is it feasible to seek bids for the audit this year and run with that? Include, definitely include Plan Moran.
We will have to strike that portion.
Strike G and approve at a later date based on more information.
Right.
We can do that, and I'll have Lori get a couple of this for
I know you want to include, term law firm, exclude them out of G, just
Oh.
Plan Moran.
They're like the
Yeah,
only
'cause
ones
it's
that
kind
do
of
what they
combined
do, though.
together.
You're gonna want to.
You wanna keep clean.
Retain the second half. We need the second half.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct. So G will be approval of retainer contract with True.
Mhm.
And then,
We'll get information on the.
so that's for the, so as amended, the motion is to accept the, consent items A through I with number G, only including True, Match, and Nordberg, and not including Plant Moran. Is that Keith? Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. And we'll have the calendar posted probably tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, list of appointments, and I don't have that with me. Do you have a copy of that with you?
From last week,
Yeah.
I did not bring it, but I can get it on my desk.
What? Never mind, got it right here. For the MASB LRN, it will be Sharon. Myself as the alternate. Unless someone else
Was that
wants to be,
was it last year?
yeah, but I had one, oh wait, I wrote this down in here. I did write this down, this is the one that, thank you. This is perfect, good job. Okay, so Sharon is the MASB, and I'm the alternate, unless someone else wants to be the alternate. County Association of School Boards, I am the representative, and Sharon. Building the site is Tim Wikikowski, Mike Baranowski, and there is an open spot. Who would like to fill it? Okay. And that DEF representative is Chuck Busatel. And Mike Baranowski is the alternate. ITLC is Beth. And Tim is the alternate. And the athletic board is Chuck Busatel. With Tim as the alternate. Thank you. Visitors and their requests. Okay. Information items.
Before you move on to that, I noticed we don't have an administrative report here.
Right.
I was hoping I could get 2
No,
seconds.
that's fine, because we, Susan is, she should be here like momentarily. We're gonna take a break and wait for her to get here before we start the workshop, so this is perfect.
Okay, sheets that are coming around you, if you can maybe take a look at them at some point at your leisure. About a month and a half ago, Lisa King, who's our school social worker, had approached Brian and I regarding the Links program, and that information is all in this article. And basically, in a nutshell, with the, I guess you could say pretty drastic increase in students with autism that were starting to show up in our district and kind of across the state. This program, and it's through Grand Valley State University, is a program that basically gives us an opportunity to provide some resources and some information for these kids and get them, if you look at the big spectrum of autism, they really struggle with social things, and you wouldn't expect ever to see an autistic student show up at a high school dance or show up at a football game. These are the things that these kids seem to miss. The Links program, what we do is, and Lisa King's already started it at the high school. Basically, we take an upperclassman, somebody that has some of these skills and is definitely willing to do it, and we pair them up with some of these students. And basically, they're kind of like they're kind of the bridge to the social network, if you will. Sitting down and eating lunch with them, having some conversations, some things that these kids might not otherwise get. Program has been very successful. It's, I think, in 200 different districts now. We're planning on treating the team end of February is when the official training will be, and it'll be an 8-person team, just to go ahead and make sure that we have all the information that we have to be able into the high school, and that's the level we'll start at, hopefully someday, and bring it down to the middle school, and then down to the elementaries at some point. But just has been a real successful program, giving kids opportunities that they might not, like I said, might never get otherwise. The funding for it is funded through a grant from Grand Valley, so the training where we're sending a team to Lansing for 2 days, that's all covered, no cost to the district. The reason I bring this to you is, number one, so you guys can have an understanding of what it is in case you hear the program. The second part of it is, second semester at the high school, we plan on offering an elective credit for the kids that are gonna be the leads, the kids that are gonna be working with the others. So, just wanted to let you know that it's no real change to the curriculum at all, just to be another alternative we can offer kids for elective credit. If you have any questions along the way, let me know. This article does a wonderful job of explaining kind of how it looks and what it does. So, I think in our district now, we're up to over 20 kids, 24 kids that are somewhere on the spectrum. And so we're getting to, and there's still not a ton of resources out there throughout the county, so things we can do internally will certainly help.
To what extent are they involved in extracurricular things?
Good question, and it's kind of, we had pretty good discussion about that. You know, the hope is that someday these kids will be encouraged, like I said, to attend a basketball game. You know, those are the ultimate goals. Maybe go and meet outside of school at McDonald's for a dinner or a lunch or something along those lines. But obviously that probably depends on how strong that link is, you know, how comfortable, you know, the autistic spectrum is very vast. You know, you have some that are very severe, and you have others that are, you know, not so much. So a lot of that probably depends on how comfortable they are, but you know, that's the idea, Chuck, is hopefully to get them to
Because I
take
know
some
we've had
chances.
them at track, and Jamie's had at least one a few years ago that I was aware of, and you know, it's a big deal for them.
You bet. You bet. Yeah, and like I said, I can't stress enough, you know, in the article even tell you, you can do all the training or all the teaching you want to these kids, but until they see it modeled and those behaviors modeled and they're close to it, that's where they make their true advancement. So, you know, the old school model of sticking all the autistic kids in the same room together,
No,
they
you
don't
want to be
advance
socially
that way.
accepted. First of all.
It's not how it works, and they don't better themselves. Programs like these where you get them out there and there's the social aspect of it, and you get the mingling and modeling some of those behaviors is where you make the biggest gains. So,
That's great.
Is there a, interest from our students in participating, being the link person?
you bet.
Yeah.
Lisa Kane has been already working with a group this semester already. We just haven't had, what they're basically doing at this point, Andy, is, and this is kind of the reason we're looking to make this into a class, she's trained them on their own, and she kind of pulls them from other classes, what they, you know, to go help the kids. This will give them an opportunity where they actually have a set time throughout the day when they can meet with their leads. And I think she's got a group, and I'm guessing right now, but I think it's like 10 kids right now, and they're gonna hopefully expand that, and then, you know, link them up. And it's not necessarily has to be a kid on the spectrum, on the autistic spectrum. It could be a kid that's really struggling. It resembles a lot the past program that you guys have heard about at the high school, but the past one's more of an academic probably more academic driven, where this one's obviously got a little bit of a different focus. But we're excited about it. I think we already do a lot of these things, but I think this will give us an opportunity to really get there and make some impacts on some of these kids and hopefully get them where they need to get to.
Very good.
And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to let me know. But like I said, I think this article does a real nice job too of explaining exactly what's going to be going on. Like I said, end of February, we'll get our team fully trained and it'll be implemented.
Very good. Thank you. I would imagine Susan will be walking the door any minute. Yes, she did. She left it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna, off of what Al just said, we do have links in the elementary and the middle school as well. Not as formalized as they're going in the high school, but definitely, we have kids that we work with and train to link up with other kids to help them navigate the school system in itself and help communicate, especially problem-solving skills when there's a disagreement or things like that, to help to be that middle person to help. So by the time they get to that high school, the general student body has been used to seeing the links, of being linked, to accepting it, and they do a great job of it in the elementary school. I can speak of, and I know Brooks at the middle school, she says they do it too. So a lot of this basic footwork is really in place.
Some of the sensitivity training too that Lisa's done with the classrooms, which is links to the general population, kind of what some of these symptoms are and what it means. It's always been pretty helpful too.
So she was leaving her meeting at 6:53. She should be walking in 6:30. She should be walking in the door any second. So. Right? Yeah, if anybody wants to get up there, first minute everybody gets up.
Do we have more? Is that right?
How many have we sold?
Well,
Ballpark.
I think it was 208 last time I been turning up. Now I've got this morning tonight. Significantly more.
So we have 80 or 90 tickets that are still available for sale.
We do. Well, yeah. And it's probably about 75 now.
I have a magical tour tomorrow, so it's gonna take about 10 more or so. And to get me up over my 70 pounds.
See, you can really run, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what though, I created a Facebook page for it, and I put on there, hey, first time, 14, and I just, where's my ticket? How can I get a page? No problem. Be driving by there in a few minutes. It's like,
Well, that is too. No,
snagging them in left and right, so
And
it's.
you have to make sure you have the right time.
Then most people, one person sees it, well, here, you know, so between that, just,
Maybe somebody in the crowd will get
That's what I was thinking, Marv drawing.
a lot of participants here. Maybe they would like some.
if anybody in the audience would be interested in getting a education enrichment fund ticket, there are like 75 tickets left available. They're $100 a piece. There are only 300 tickets sold. It goes to the Education Enrichment Fund, which purchases things through the vehicle of mini grants to teachers that are above and beyond what the district's finances pay for. And there are 12 monthly drawings. Everybody's ticket goes in for all 12 drawings. Each month, the first prize is a trip for two, valued up to $3,000 sometimes. The second prize is always $125 cash, and third prize is dinner for four, valued at $100. And it's so 300 tickets, 36 prizes. It's actually pretty good odds, and you're given to a foundation, and it helps people do things. And it's kind of, you get a flyer in the mail, and you know who the winners are. So it's not like you bought a ticket and never heard from you. So step right up. The lady at the end of the table got the ticket.
I have.
Right there.
for you.
lining up and drawing, what's the trip
Is that a new
tomorrow?
one?
No, it's a Yenko
It's a
Camaro.
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh. When I was in high school, I had a
$1,000.
68.
Oh, Cobblestone.
That one there was a 69.
That's what I thought.
Several
Yeah, but
of
it's
my
got a
ticket buyers,
72
very
427
interested
in it.
in that particular trip.
Oh,
No, that was it.
I remember what mine had.
We could put that in yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in the summer we'll trade it in and get a ZL1. 580 horse.
Okay.